Tonight is an experiment. Recently I can't sleep very well, so I went to a doctor and he gave me some medicine because their ones at the drugstore was not working. I don't know what it was, and he gave me this one and this one. Turns out that this one is a blue one. It's Halcyon by Pfizer, and it's designed to basically knock you out quickly for an hour and a half. And then he told me there was another one which will keep you asleep, and that's this one. It's called, it's in Japanese, so I have to try and read it as best I can. That's Silace. And I did some research, and it turned out that it has another name for this drug, and that other name has another name for the actual real drug, and it's called Rohypnol. So he's prescribed me this one and Rohypnol, and I thought from what I heard that Rohypnol knocked you out properly, and he's giving me this really was much stronger than this one. So I've got this super strong one and this one. I really hope I don't die. If you're watching this, I didn't die, so I hope you watch this. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest, but you know, doctor, right? What's the worst that can happen? Hopefully I don't die. So I thought it'd be fun to take them and to just see the effect on me. Now, if I can stay awake, I will describe the feeling, and then before it's too late, I'll stop the video and wake up in the morning and then tell you what it feels like after dosing yourself with this one. I don't know if it's got a better name, and Rohypnol. So I'm gonna spike myself with the Rohypnol. I'm so scared. I don't want to do it, but he seemed to. I can't sleep anyway. You know, last night 2 hours, tonight can't sleep. So, all right, Halcyon, 0.25 milligrams. I'm gonna wash it down with some green tea. It's not pee. It's honestly green tea. So far, not tired, didn't work at all. And then the Rohypnol, fucking hell, man, what am I doing? What am I doing? I really don't want to die. I'm too young to die. Let's see. It's done. So basically, at the 3-minute mark in this video, just a bit afterwards, so far no effect whatsoever. I'm not feeling sleepy. It's meant to be quite fast acting, so you know, we'll see. We'll count off the minutes and see what happens. I'm just going to drink some more of this delicious tea that I bought from the Lawson supermarket. I highly recommend it. It's called green tea. It's cold, pre-made green tea. It's not green, it's the colour of fresh urine, but it doesn't, I imagine it doesn't taste like urine. It doesn't, has a nice malty taste. You know, it's like a really good beer. Nice, fresh, leafy taste of the green tea. Has a 0 calories and also basically 0 everything. 0 nutrition. But it's meant to have lots of goodness in it that keeps you alive longer in better condition. So, you know, 1 minute, nothing working. I'm not actually as scared as I was. I mean, what time is it now? It's 11:15, and I want to get up. I'm at a hotel, right? So I want to get up for breakfast for 8, and I set the alarm for 7:30. So that gives me 8.5 hours decent sleep. It's got to be enough, isn't it? 8.5. But then again, yesterday I slept 2 hours. And they say that you have to catch up half of what you lost the night before, which would mean I need 8 plus 4, which is 12 hours. So really I should have gone to bed at 7 p.m. to wake up at 7 a.m. But I was hungry, so I had to get some dinner. I had to buy some things in the shops. So I'm going to work tomorrow from the hotel. And I didn't have any spare clothes. It was a last minute decision. It's good to stay hydrated. Yeah, so far, what's it all about, you know? I read that it's meant, well, 2 pills, right? But I read the Rohypnol is supposed to be quite quick and make you feel drunk. And the other one's supposed to turn you off like a light switch. 3 minutes in, I'm not really feeling much. How long do pills take to work anyway? This might end up being a really boring video about me talking about green tea and pills that are not working. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's like here, feeling a bit fuzzy on the outside of my skin. That's different. And it's feeling like heavy. Like, I hope it's not a stroke. No, it can't be. It's feeling heavy here and tingling here. I hope it's nothing bad. Tingling. Is that normal? I don't know. Please be normal. The good thing is that if I am in trouble, there's a telephone to reception. They'll think I want to order a pizza. But if I make enough noise, if I can, they'll come and save me from myself. All right, so I took this at 3 minutes. It's 4 minutes now since I've taken the pills. And tingling feeling's gone here. Heaviness feeling's gone. I'm kind of feeling the same as I was before I took the pills. And usually I take pills, you know, I'm fortunate I can't sleep very well most days, so I started taking pills from the drugstore, which was an antihistamine, and its side effect was makes you sleepy. So obviously the company realized that, and they were selling antihistamine as a sleeping medicine based on its working on the side effect, not on its primary effect of reducing inflammation and such things on your body. When I told this doctor that I was taking these and I was still sometimes struggling to sleep, he laughed and was like, "That's of course it doesn't work, it's from the drugstore, but usually it does work." So obviously this stuff is proper strong, which is why I was scared to take it until 11 o'clock. I've been putting it off for 2 hours, you know, extend my life by 2 hours potentially. It was a nice evening. I had a McDonald's. I didn't have any beer, but, you know, do you need a beer on your last day on earth? Do you need a burger? Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, 5 minutes in, I'm not feeling, actually, it's starting to make my heavy feeling here warm and heavy, like making my eyes feel heavy and a bit puffy feeling. I don't feel drunk. I spiked my own drink, but I don't feel drunk. I'm not, you know, if you've been spiked before, I'm not calling you a liar or anything. I don't know, you know. I don't know how long it's going to take you. Maybe alcohol makes it work quicker. I didn't have any alcohol today. He told me not to. Actually, he told me most doctors would give this to you and say, "You promise you must not take alcohol." And he told me, I'm not going to make that promise to you. I'm going to make you promise that you're only going to have one beer instead of none. It was quite reasonable. You can have one beer plus quite strong sleeping medicine. I didn't know that. So I'm, you know, I'm going to always allow myself a beer if I need one. On the plus side, he didn't specify how strong the beer needs to be. It could be a nice European special beer of about 15%, which is basically a glass of wine, but a big one. It's giving me a runny nose. I don't like that. You know, 7 minutes in, I'm disappointed. You know, I was expecting like a punch in the face, go to sleep. But I'm also worried as well that, you know, these ones that are a bit slow working, are they going to be effective even when I want to be awake at 7 o'clock in the morning, when I want to be having my nice buffet breakfast with my fellow, you know, hotel residents? Best part about the hotel, in the mornings at least, is the breakfast. Something I look forward to, not having to cook your own breakfast, not having to clean your own sheets. I'm assuming that they look, it's quite clean actually. It's like a fresh, laundered smell to these sheets. The room has a beautiful smell. I don't know how they did it, considering how many human beings have been in this room over the years. It's in good condition. Maybe it's been looked after well. It's got a nice forest green wall to, you can see on my right, your left perhaps. So it's a nice green. The room has a nice ambience, which is great. And then we're going up to 9 minutes. So how's this stuff supposed to work? Are you supposed to like, are you supposed to go to sleep? Like try and sleep? Or is it meant to whack you? Because the other thing I read was that sometimes they use one of these, I can't remember which one, as like a pre-anesthetic. So the idea being that usually a dentist, I believe, gives you this medicine. And one side effect of this medicine is memory loss. So maybe in the morning I'm going to completely forget I made this video. If I don't mention it, then I have forgotten about it. It's quite funny because I already have memory loss even without taking it. What was I talking about? Memory loss. Yeah, so the dentists give it to people because afterwards, you know, you forget the pain of the procedure. So obviously you want to go back to that dentist because you think, oh, I went to this dentist and had a root canal or something, and it was no pain whatsoever. It was. I can't even remember the operation. It could have been hell. You could have been in hell for an hour, and the doctor or dentist could have been, you know, smashing your teeth up with drills and things like that, and you don't even know because you've forgotten about it the next day, and the memory doesn't come back. You know, it's a bit of a scam. You know, they could be terrible when they're giving you this drug and they're saying, oh, it's gonna, you know, make you fall asleep and you're not gonna notice anything, but actually you're gonna forget. You're gonna forget what happened to your face. And I forgot to mention it's now 10 minutes and I'm still, you know, how am I feeling? Let me give you an assessment. So I've got runny nose. Is that the pill's fault? I'm not sure. My head feels a bit warmer than it did before, but, you know, is that the reason why, or is it because I'm laying down in a really uncomfortable position making a video? My eyes feel puffy and a bit itchy and dry. Is that because of the pills? I don't know. My breathing's a bit more difficult than it was, which is a bit weird. It's like having a minute asthma attack. Hopefully that's not going to disrupt my sleeping, although having loads of snot in your nose and not breathing easy is pretty much a recipe for snoring, which is not a good recipe for sleep. I'm not feeling drunk. So Rohypnol, I'm a bit disappointed, or maybe you're supposed to use 2 pills, but he said 1 should work great. How long do you have to wait for them to work? It's pretty boring. I want to go to sleep, but I can't. I think I'll drink some more tea. One litre of tea. I think it was made in Japan. I try and read it. Oh yes. It was made, it was probably made in, it's made for the Lawson Company, which is a convenience store outlet. And I believe it was officed in Shinagawa. Osaki in Shinagawa-ku. Osaki's an old railway station town that industrialized around the railways of the Japanese capital, and then it's become gentrified by office people, and they built a big shopping center called something city, but they spell Osaki wrong in English. They put O-H, Saki, and it's in Japanese it's O, big long O sound. There's no H, it's an Osaki. It's not O-Saki, and they spelt it O-Saki. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, it's their city. It looks like this might contain vitamin C with a B, vitamin, which is always nice when I get a runny nose from the pills. You might be thinking, oh, am I sounding different? I think my voice is changing with this drugs, or maybe I'm just getting tired talking for 17 minutes, 15 of which I've been waiting to fall asleep with some sleeping pills that are not working. And I just noticed the protein content of the tea is 0. So if you're a bodybuilder, it ain't gonna do much for your muscles except put water in them. I can talk you through the English on this as well. It's a green tea, and in small writing it says, please enjoy a quality tea time. There's one thing I can do, it's enjoy a quality tea time, but my taste for tea is gone. I'm a coffee guy these days. Please enjoy a quality tea time with aroma and flavour of refreshing tea leaves. It's a very thoughtful message to people, for the English speakers in Japan. That's the only English on it, except for the number. But a number is English? I don't think so. The world Arabic, the Arabs brought us the numbers, and we leapt on them. So I mean, if you do get your drink spiked, I don't think you got much to worry about. I'm not very impressed, you know. If someone put this in my drink, maybe if I had a Coke and it wasn't alcohol, I wouldn't be that worried. But does alcohol make this worse? He said I can have a beer and it don't make no difference. But he also said don't have 2 beers. And actually, the reason he said don't have 2 beers is that it's all to do with the way your liver clears these drugs, because he said the liver works hard to eradicate Rohypnol from the body. If it's also processing alcohol at the same time, apparently that impairs its ability to clear Rohypnol from the blood. So what it does mean is that in the morning you will have an extended, is it called a half-life? The extended life of the drug in your system, caused by the processing of alcohol, delaying the process to remove the Rohypnol, which means you'll wake up feeling a great deal of sleep inertia or feeling tired. Currently, it's 11:30, so it's not really past my bedtime yet. If I sleep before 12, I consider that a win, but I'm still not feeling great. I'm going to be feeling great at 7. So, this runny nose, definitely caused by the medicine. Puffy eyes, definitely caused by the medicine. dry. It's like a dryness in my mouth. It's a dryness. Is it because I'm talking? Oh, there's a yawn. That's promising. That's a promising side effect, a yawn. I was expecting that within a few minutes I'd be unable to use this camera, and I'll just fall asleep with the lights on and use all my phone memory to basically capture me sleeping for 7 hours, which is not cool. Okay, so these drugs are said to be very powerful. About 17 minutes in, and I'm still not feeling super tired. You know, start to feel... Actually, maybe it's like a sense of calm. A sense of calm coming on, and a reduction in like random thoughts in my brain. That's definitely happening now. It's like calming down, like, hey guys, we're gonna stop work now, you can all chill. And I feel that's what's happening in my brain. It's like saying, all the random shit, just chill out, take the night off. And it's just a bit of clarity. Not a great deal of imagination happening now, but there's some clarity. It would be nice to have a good dream for a change. Please give me a good dream. Although one of the side effects is nightmares, and the reason of the Rohypnol is to keep you asleep for a long time, and it would mean that if you did have a nightmare, it would be extended into hours and hours. But you know, an hour in a dream can be minutes in real life. So it's almost like an eternity of bad dreams it could give you. And how would that damage your mental condition when you woke up? You know, you've been subjected to what might be a few hundred years of terrible visions in your brain, and you're waking up experiencing this. And is it going to mess up your mind? Or is it going, what's it going to do to you? Twenty minutes. Let me just take a test. I'm going to close my eyes for a few seconds and see if I'm overwhelmed by a sense of sleepiness. If I did try to sleep now, how would it work? So it feels like the eyes don't want to open. It feels like my body wants to just relax into the bed. But I open my eyes again. But there is like a feeling of, oh yes, that's good. A yawn. And there's a feeling of heaviness. There's a feeling of heaviness in my face. And my eyes are still swelling up even more. Can you see that? Getting tiny eyes. They look a bit bloodshot now. I'm not surprised after not sleeping last night. I'm gonna. Oh, it's a good sign. It must be working. But how does it feel? You know, it starts to feel like my body's melting into the bed. It feels very heavy. There's no random thoughts in my brain. It's quite clear. My breathing is becoming longer, calmer. And every breathe out makes my eyes close even more. And the tears of trying to stay awake. It's a good job I took the green tea to replenish the tears of the tea leaves. How does this compare to your experience of Rohypnol and fall asleep fast drugs? I don't know the actual name of the other one. It must be working. it's not as quick as I thought. It's 21 minutes now. 21 minutes for Rohypnol to start working. Am I going to remember talking to you tomorrow? Well, there's one thing, you know, that I signed up for the breakfast buffet. It cost me 1,300 Japanese yens. It was cheaper than buying it on the door, which was 1,500, which is kind of, it's a bit of a gamble because like, if you pay up front, you're paying cheaper, but you don't know what they're going to be serving. But if you pay a bit more, you can see what you're going to get, and then you can decide, maybe I don't want to pay, you know, 1,500 bucks, Japanese bucks, to eat something which might be disgusting. But, you know, if they can give me some toast and butter, a coffee, maybe a bit of jam, I would like some bacon and sausages and eggs. I would like sunny side up eggs. I would also like a bowl of cereal because it's a buffet. I want to eat everything. If they have mushrooms, it'll be so great. What else could they make? It might be Japanese food though, which would mean rice and a piece of grilled salmon and maybe a yogurt, which is always vanilla yogurt for some reason in breakfast in Japan. But there might also be toast, which is the savior of any breakfast. I'm definitely going to be drinking tons of coffee, probably 3 cups of coffee. And well, I wonder if I can video myself having breakfast without looking like a YouTube idiot. A vain YouTube man. Yeah, the cognition's going. I can't count. I'm looking at the clock. I can't really work out the numbers now. This says 27 minutes. I've been doing it for 3 minutes. It's probably 24 minutes since 24 minutes since I took the drugs. It started to work. It's like a very sleepy feeling. You know, like when you have a tough day, maybe at the beach and you got the sunshine on your skin. You get to bed and you just fall out like a light. It's starting to become that feeling. I don't understand where that drunk comment comes from, because it's definitely not feeling like I'm drunk. There's like a pulsing. Must be the blood pumping in my brain. It's always good to have blood in your brain. Feeling a bit weak. My shoulders are kind of struggling to hold up the body now. Maybe it's time for some more tea, just in case. I can't do any harm. I'm a bit concerned. Oh, it feels moving around. It's like a spinny head. Spinny head. It's starting to work. It's starting to work. 26 minutes. I feel heavy and sleepy. I can't really focus on much. Just my mind is losing the ability to talk coherently, and it's like floating away. My reasoning and my vision starting to become a bit blurry. The yawn is the body's natural reaction to get more oxygen in the brain to keep it going when you want to stay awake. So are fighting the body's natural reaction to stay awake. You know, it's trying its best to stay awake to make this video, but it doesn't want to be awake now. And the head's getting heavier, and my eyelids are closing. There's no thoughts in my head. My muscles are becoming weak. I'm struggling to support my weight on the pillow. I'm like snake falling down. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I would like some tissue. I'll be back in a second with some tissue. Don't go anywhere. Well, the balance is not good, and the weight on my body weight feels like 4 times more. 4 times more body weight. Oh my goodness, it's really starting to work now. It's like almost 28 minutes. It's starting to work. But what's with this runny nose? Is that normal? I'm just gonna put it up there, I'll wipe it tomorrow. So it's difficult to kind of concentrate. Oh. It's difficult. It's difficult to speak. It's can't speak. Can't speak or think. It's like slowly removing all my ability to think what words I want to use, what I want to talk about. But it's not unpleasant. It's quite a nice feeling. It's just like lifting up. You know, like in the daytime, you're full of thoughts and full of worries and many things in your mind, and it's just kind of like taking them away, and it's just you. And it's not an unpleasant you. It's kind of like a chilled out you. You're content and happy. It was a half an hour now since we took the Rohypnol, and the other drug that meant to knock you out. So the Rohypnol is not really the one that's meant to knock you out. It's the other one. It's supposed to keep you asleep for an hour and a half. And the Rohypnol is supposed to keep you asleep for 4 or 5 hours. I can't really know what I'm talking about now. I'm feeling a bit confused. Like my eyes, when I'm moving, they're not keeping up with where my head's moving. So it's a bit like a dizziness. I'm moving my head and my eyes are not keeping up. Just, you know, if you do it with your eyes closed. With your eyes closed. As soon as you close your eyes, it's dangerous slope. So 30 minutes. So it looks like, yeah, 30 minutes. Still, I could still get away from, if I was in a situation and I was given this, I could still get away and tell someone, dude, give me a taxi, I'm in trouble. But you should never do this, you know, it's for sleeping, it's not for other people. Excuse my terrible manners, I just can't control. Oh my God. It's just uncontrollable yawns, and my body's so heavy, and the mind is just switching off. There's not much going on in my mind. It's just empty. Very puffy eyes, very runny nose, dry mouth. I don't feel hot or cold. Doesn't really feel any hot or cold. Obviously it works. Obviously it takes 25 minutes to start working. Obviously I'd say, what's it doing? Because I can see why they say drunk now, you know? When you get drunk and you're unable to support your body weight and you just can't hold your body up. Yeah, it's starting to feel that when you get wasted and you can't move. I can't move much. My body is weak. My muscles are not able to produce the power I need to move my body. It's just like resting on the bones, really trying to keep my body up. So I'm gonna try again. If I make a big effort, how? If I try to re-soberize my brain for her. Yeah, you can do it. If you really want to, you can push past it. Ah, runny nose sucks. Is that going to happen every time? It's for 14 days. Have it come? Oh. Yeah, so kind of like when you can't stand up straight when you're drunk and can't walk in a... I don't drunk. Maybe making bad decisions is also like being drunk. I just want to see if I can stand up. If I can stand. Okay. Yeah, I can. Whoa. It's just like being drunk. You can't really walk in the street. Can't walk in a straight line. It's just like being drunk. But it's like, there's no like nausea. I feel I have the brain ability of a drunk and I can't think straight and can't move. I can't move my body anymore. I just can't move. It's really... It started to work. It's starting to work. Breathing is just when you just breathe when necessary. It's not uncontrollable yawning. Uncontrollable. That's going to make the runny nose worse because all the tears are going to be in the tear ducts, which is going to fill up your nose with. And I'm going to have to go get a box of tissues, guys. It's going to be messy. I'm like a drunk. Whoa. Yeah, it's oh my god, it's like whoa. It's like trying to walk when you're wasted. But not dizzy. Not dizzy, it's the lack of control of your balance and your body. If I was on the street, I'd really struggling to walk. And I'd be looking like a total drunk and I wouldn't be able to. People would just think I had too much to drink. I haven't drunk any alcohol today. It's just Coca-Cola and green tea. 2 Cokes. That's very good. They're talking nonsense. Oh, that's talking. Well, that's the first time I just lost control and I've been able to push my body up. Just becoming very weak. There's no balance, and my body just wants to be on the ground, just like this. I have to fight it for the video. It's been 36 minutes. 36 minutes. I can't stay awake. It's too much. Oh, my god, it just feels so heavy, and I can't think of what to say, and it's just so sleepy. But how does it feel? My brain is empty. There's nothing inside of it, and I can't even decide what I want to say, and it just doesn't come out my mouth like I want to tell you, but it's struggle to tell you what's so probably what is it? The kind of talk, isn't it? It's 38 minutes. If you want to sleep, you wanna take this 45 minutes before you bed. I mean, you're gonna be. It's impossible to even. If you're gonna lay asleep thinking about stuff all night and it keep you awake, just to fix it. It will stop you thinking of anything, and I just feel my brain is like this. My brain has the function of when I'm wasted, but my body's not feeling vomit or. But it just doesn't work. Try to talk and it doesn't follow what I want. It's what it is. So runny nose is super annoying. So weak. It's like being sick is same as being like the influenza. You just can't move. Can't move. It's just. What time is it? Let's check the clock. Oh God. Is it? I can't. Whoa. The two eyes not focusing. The left one and the right one looking at different things, and it's blurred. 11:50, 11:53. Wow, this is very strong. It's just heavy. Wait. Heavy weight pushing you down. It must be. It's like gravity's increasing heavy because, of course, your muscles are not working as well as they should. And dexterity is kind of okay. It's kind of sneezing ability. If I close my eyes, how much time do I have? If I close my eyes, how quickly could I pull this? I'm just gonna quick test and see. It's not hard to open your eyes and wake up again, but your body is shutting down the muscles, and they can't obey you. They just do what they want to do, just do what they want to do, and you can't control it. And it's just like heavy, and your body feels heavier, 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 and you can't think, and the weight of your eyes is getting it. Yeah, you can't. Oh, really? What's 40? It's 45 minutes, but when did I start talking? It was 42 minutes ago. I took these medicines and I didn't believe they could work, but I think I can't move. I feel drunk, not for me. I can't choose the words, and my brain is very foggy, and it's an unpleasant feeling. It's like being wasted. It is like being drunk, right? It's like being drunk without any. It's drunk with no like physical vomit or one feeling, and there's no spinny room. Is it? But I don't feel. I feel very social. I don't know what's going on. Just can't stay awake. It's so heavy. Oh, my face feels heavy and swollen up. My mouth is dry. My eyes want to stay closed. Just muscle relaxing, and I can't think very clearly. There's nothing in my mind. I have to give up. Can't move. I got to turn the light off. Just turn the light off. I can do it. Come on, legs. Come on, legs. I just can't move. Oh my God. It's like being drunk, but you're not drunk. Okay. The spin. There's like a spin. Spin in your head. The weight. Empty brain. Just like the body's falling into sleep. The mind is trying to stop. You can't stop the diary is just going. The eyes don't focus on the same thing now. And I can't think what to say. I think this is the end of the video. It's gonna be that tough. I can't think what to say, and it's just a mess. So if I can remember, I'm gonna make another one. I'll make another one tomorrow. We can chat.